Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here for the Divisional weekend of the playoffs. We are going to do our NFL picks. I'm, of course, Gregor Guy, joined here by Mr. Cuz and Mr. Casey. So, why don't you go ahead and let us know where we're at.
Alright, so where we're at last week. I'll just go through the game since it's playoff
Yeah,
week.
sure, fine.
We had the Bengals and the Raiders. The only one that picked the Raiders last week was Corey. Everybody else picked the Bengals. We had the Patriots and the Bills. Everybody picked the Patriots, which was a bad move for everybody because the Bills went out there and put a stomping on the Patriots. It was pretty good. Eagles.
He did. I think you did say that the Bills were probably going to win, but you didn't want to go against. Didn't you say something?
Yeah, I don't want
to go against Bill Belichick in the playoffs. Which I mean,
it's in the playoffs is a bad move.
Always a bad move. I agree.
It's also like betting against Tom Brady. Tom Brady beat the Eagles last week.
Yeah, but I don't think
picked the Bucs.
I was going to say I don't think anyone took that.
Yeah,
bet.
I don't think anybody was taking the Eagles. Corey did say it was going to be a tight game, but it was not a tight game.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
The 49ers beat the Cowboys. Everybody picked the 49ers except for Guy.
Yeah, that was my mistake of the week.
Steelers against the Chiefs. Everybody picked the Chiefs and were proven correctly.
I did hear some stupid number like the Cowboys had like 14 penalties in that game.
It's possible. I didn't. All I mostly heard about in that game was all the time management stuff, but. I mean, the time management stuff, if you can't win the game in the regular, like, you got to be the better team during the rest of the game. I mean, you don't want to bet on the last few plays of the game to pull it out. I mean, it's nice and exciting. And
but what I'm saying is with the 14 penalties that they incurred, they kind of shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Throughout the course of the entire game.
Yeah. They beat themselves.
Yeah, basically.
In one way or another.
That's all I was saying.
Yeah. Then we had the Rams beat the Cardinals pretty badly. I messed up last week, and we picked. I said Chargers. From now on, we'll be writing team names instead of city names.
Whoops.
So, in other words, we can't.
Okay, now what did we decide to do about that? Because someone here actually picked the Chargers.
So Cuz picked the Chargers to beat the Cardinals, even though the Chargers didn't play.
But he thought that he was picking the Rams.
So he thought he was picking the Rams?
That's what I asked him earlier.
I thought he said that he knew it was the Rams. That's what I thought he said.
But like I said, he thought when you said Chargers, I thought he assumed that it was the Rams. That's why.
Well, the fact that you didn't correct me annoys me slightly. But anyways, we basically gave him the win. Everybody else took an L for that game.
There was a discussion had.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to talk about it too much.
Either way, all right. So where are we at going into this week?
Going into this week, with 1 point apiece, myself and Corey have one game left. Cuz has had 3 games left. He's in the lead. He has 3 points left to lose. Guy, 3. You have 3.
No,
Guy has 2 points. 2 points left. So let's move on to the games. The games are the Bengals at the Titans. The Bengals, pretty impressive last week against the Raiders. It was a very good football game. I'll tell you that much. It was pretty close. The Titans had the bye week. They got Henry back, and I think this is going to be a good game. I think.
And I don't know. I don't know how good it's going to be. It's all going to depend on how healthy Derrick Henry is, but I still got good Titans.
I like to cheer against for the teams that have not won a Super Bowl yet, and that includes both of these teams. So I think I'm going to go with the Titans. So Guy and myself are going with the Titans. Corey, I called earlier, and he picked the Titans as well. So now all that's left is Cuz.
Give me the Titans.
Cuz is going with the Titans for this one. It wouldn't be, to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if the Bengals won. I think it's a tough road for them though to beat the Titans. Even without Derrick Henry, the Titans obviously were a decent team because they got the bye week.
You know what the Bengals stats are right now?
Stats don't matter in the playoffs.
What kind of stats? Yeah.
I know, I'm just
Their
saying.
record does not matter in the playoffs.
I know it doesn't, but it shows you how they played throughout the season. So.
I mean, if you want to, I mean, I can do.
They're
like,
1-0. They won last week.
No shit.
I don't know what the team.
Fair enough.
The team records are. They're all in the playoffs. They're all playoff teams. Most of these teams have won at least one playoff game because they got to this week.
Unless they had to buy.
Unless they had to buy. Right. Okay, so everybody's going to go with the Titans for that game. Next up, we have the Bills who stomped the Patriots last week at the Chiefs. The Chiefs.
I'm going to go Chiefs on that.
The Chiefs had beat the Steelers last week, so it wasn't super impressive. Earlier in the season, the Chiefs had a pretty bad defense, but they seemed like they put it all together. Obviously, they got Patrick Mahomes, but then again, on the other side, you got Josh Allen.
Yeah, I think
the Bills looked very impressive last week in the cold weather over there in Buffalo.
I think a lot of points is going to be coming out of that game.
The Bills also have not won a Super Bowl. They have been to 4 in a row, but have not won a Super Bowl.
Is that who you're picking?
I'm picking the Bills.
Did you put me down for Chiefs?
Yes, I put you down for Chiefs. Corey also picked the Chiefs. So, I mean, I've been picking against the Chiefs all year. It's been burning me all year. I'm gonna bet against them again. Eventually, I have to be right?
Do you? Guess we'll find out next week. Yeah. But I also, man.
You don't even want to pick. Why don't you flip a coin? You got some coins right there. Flip a coin and pick one.
No, I'm gonna go.
What's your gut tell you?
Nah, my gut tells me Chiefs, but I want to go Bills.
So are you gonna go with your heart or are you gonna go with your gut?
I'm gonna go Bill. I mean Chiefs.
You're gonna go Bill Chiefs?
Bill Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Go Chief and check.
Alright, so I'm the only one picking the Bills for this game. Alright, next up we got the 49ers at the Packers. I know who Cuz is gonna pick. Everybody's picking the Packers. I'm still deciding. Alright, I love Kyle Shanahan. I love the Shanahan style football. The full team wise, I would want to pick the 49ers, but then you got the quarterbacks to think about. You got Jimmy Garoppolo on one side, and then you have some people say the GOAT on the other side.
Is he in the discussion for the GOAT?
I mean, people say that like arm strength, and they would blame the team over the quarterback and the coaches.
A lot of people do say he's the
and the defense and the cold weather.
Well, let me tell you this stat about.
But you still got to figure out who's winning between.
Let me tell you
the Packers and the 49ers.
If the 49ers can run the ball, or decide to run the ball, then the Packers are in trouble because the Packers have the 31st ranked run defense. The problem is most teams are playing from behind against the Packers.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I think I'm going to have to go with the Packers. I think I'm also picking the Packers. I kind of want to pick the 49ers, but I'll go with the Pack. Last game, Rams at the Buccaneers in Tampa. Corey has already picked the Buccaneers.
That is another tough one. Let's see.
Where's it at? You said
it's in Tampa.
It's in Tampa.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers.
All right. Well, do you want me to say something first?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Is there an injury update?
Hang on. Let me hear your sales pitch. Yeah, I do.
Here's my sales pitch. Tom Brady, when he's get pressure up the middle, he's always struggled. This is like the worst matchup for Tom Brady in these playoffs. Because you got, what the hell is number 99? The defensive tackle for the Rams.
Donald?
Yeah, Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald last year was hurt. This year, he is not hurt. And they also added Von Miller to the offensive line. This is a very bad matchup for Tom Brady. Also, his interior offensive line, two of them are on the injury list that might play.
They minor injuries?
It doesn't really matter if you're up against Aaron Donald. You can put three people against Aaron Donald. He can push them all back. And Aaron Donald in the playoffs and Aaron Donald in the regular season are two completely separate beasts. I am going to pick the Rams. I'm going to pick the Rams. It's bad business to pick against Tom Brady, but I think in this situation, I'm picking against Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I'm not picking against Tom Brady. I'm picking with Aaron Donald.
It's a good sales pitch. Energy in that.
Well, this is like I remember years ago.
Well, I mean, from the start of this, when, he announced those two teams, I was like, man, that's going to be tough. I will also go Rams.
What did Corey pick?
Corey picked. So it's 2-2.
But yeah, I mean, it is always a bad idea to go against Tom Brady or Bill Belichick in the playoffs, but Bill Belichick already shit the bed.
Yeah.
So.
Well, just know, just the fact, like, it's those little tiny things, like, remember when the Broncos played against the Panthers in the Super Bowl? So many people picked the Panthers. The Panthers were favored to win that game, but I knew, and what's his name? Cam Newton, he was a little bit hobbled, and I knew the only way they were going to win that game is if Cam Newton was running the football, because his two offensive tackles were, like, below par offensive tackles, and the two defensive ends for the Denver Broncos, Von Miller, who's also in this game, and I can't remember the name of he came from the Cowboys defensive end, DeMarcus Ware. Those two are beasts, and they pretty much those two together pretty much beat the Panthers by themselves. I feel like this game is just like that, where you got a beat up Tom Brady's offensive line, you got superstar Aaron Donald, and you got Von Miller up against it. I think the Tampa Bay is going to have some real problems in this game.
Fair enough. Well, there we go.
Hang on, I got another, just a prediction thing here. Down the line, who do you think the two teams are going to be in the Super Bowl? Before we get too far into the playoffs here.
If heart wise, what I really would like is probably Bills. Probably Bills and I don't know about I guess the Packers. I don't know. If I had to choose the two teams
Bills,
that I would
Packers.
want. What's it? Well, it's Packers by elimination. I'm not really a big fan of any of the NFC teams in there this year, but I mean the Packers are the least hated of them all, to be honest.
What about you, Guy?
I think it's going to be Titans Packers.
Yeah, I'm going to go Chiefs Packers.
Chiefs Packers. Fair enough. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
That's it. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the divisional weekend of the NFL playoffs for 2022. I'm, of course, Gregor Guy, joined here by Mr. Coz and Mr. Casey. Thank you for putting that together, Mr. Casey. Ladies and gentlemen out there watching, have a lovely day.